Hey guys, so this is going to be what my son Ronan eats in a day. It kind of varies day to day, but this is a basic day. And we do start the morning by breastfeeding in bed, but when we come downstairs, I put a piece of toast in, put some butter on it, grab some Greek yogurt, and a pouch of food. I like to do the pouch because instead of just pure baby food, like just mango puree, it has some vegetables in it. And I know it looks like I'm pouring a lot into this dish, but I kind of figure whatever he doesn't eat, I can eat, and I'd rather make more than not make enough for him. So here I am stirring it up and feeding it to him, and sometimes he does make a face about it, but it's usually just because it is cold. And a lot of the times when I'm feeding him things like toast, he drops it on the ground like he does right now, and the dog's cleaning it up. So that's the good thing about having a dog, is basically a living vacuum cleaner. But I do want to say that I switch between this kind of breakfast and doing something more like eggs, which we'd done the day before, kind of eggs and cheese. So I like to switch it up, but this is a classic example of how we start our day. So then a little later, I take this bowl that my friend Lily got me, and I put some organic seedless raisins in it. And that little thing says Puffs, but I actually keep a cereal in it, like an organic cereal that I didn't like and he did. And I just put that on the ground and he can munch away if he wants to. He does tend to snack a lot more throughout the middle of the day rather than have a whole meal. I'm not sure why that is, and especially today he was really lightly snacking, whereas most days he snacks all day. I cannot give this kid like enough food, it's crazy. And as you'll see here, he's back for more. He's trying to find this banana that is up on the table, and he grabs it. And he can actually eat a whole banana in one sitting, which I kind of thought was unusual. I've never had a kid before, as you know. Ronan is my first baby, but I just thought that a kid would really eat more like half a banana. But it never seems to upset his stomach, so I'm not going to deprive him. And he loves it. He eats it right from the banana instead of, cutting it into tiny pieces, which is nice. On this particular day, I think it was around 12:30 or so, I went shopping at Old Navy, so I did bring a bottle with me, and I have some veggie chips that I was also giving him, which I don't think I remembered to film, but he loves whole milk now. At first he was on goat's milk, so I'm just thankful that he's on whole milk because it's way cheaper, and he was very tired, yet he's the worst napper, so he didn't fall asleep in the store. I think it took me about 2 hours to shop, so when we got out, I made sure to give him this, which is another pouch by Plum Organics. And I get the kind that has the clear outside so that you can kind of look in it and make sure there's no mold, because I know there are just horror stories about that. But I love these because it's really easy on the go food. It's good for him. He doesn't make a huge mess with it. It's got the fruits and the veggies. I love these, and I'm probably going to be using them for a long time. And he does get pretty hands-on with these. He doesn't squirt them everywhere, but he's learning to kind of be more independent, and I just squeeze a little in there for him with my hand. And then after that, we go home, and he runs around like a crazy man with his pants off, dirty diaper, just down there. And I walk around with a bowl of watermelon, and I just wait to feed it to him because he just walks around and plays, and when he wants some, he runs on over, and he does make some funny faces. They really crack me up. But again, it's just because the watermelon is cold. If he didn't want it, he wouldn't come back. I also do want to quickly mention that I give him a lot of water, which I forgot to film, but he does drink probably like 2 or 3 bottles of water, his little sippy cups a day, so that's really good. But now it is going to be dinner time, and Raffi is playing. If you don't know about him, you need to look him up because your kid will love him. But this is my food. I just wanted to show you that I have sweet potato, and he has sweet potato because I always try to give him at least one of the things that I'm eating. But today I had given him yellow bell peppers with some hummus and raspberries, and then on the top there's the sweet potato with some butter, and that's homemade applesauce that I made with just apples, cinnamon, and nutmeg. At this point, little Ronan pretty much just goes into a zone. If I play the Magic School Bus or I don't know, any kind of other movie, animated Disney movies, he enjoys them, but he doesn't get in this zone unless he's watching Raffi. But that zone cannot keep him from having a tantrum when he doesn't want sweet potato, he wants the raspberries because he can see the raspberries. So then I had to cover the raspberries up with a tissue so that he couldn't see they existed, and then he ate his sweet potatoes. He zoned out again. I had no problem, but I hope that's something that other kids do because he does it all the time. He tried to reject this yellow pepper because he isn't really used to all these raw vegetables yet, but once he tasted it, then he accepted it. And on to the applesauce, which is really so delicious. I might make extra so I can actually eat it, but he gulped that down. And like I said earlier, he snacked not that much on this day. Usually he snacks a lot, but no matter what, he eats a ridiculous amount at night. He just hoovers it all down, so I don't really worry too much because I know he's getting all his nutrients. And in a minute I will show you his plate, and you'll see pretty much all that was left at the end was some of the yellow pepper, which I don't blame him because I'm really not a big pepper fan either, so it could possibly be genetic. And at this point he was still signing for more, so I gave him a beech nut quinoa crispy, which is like kind of chocolate banana flavored. I think it's gross, but he loves it, and it's very sticky, so once he got that down I kind of wiped him down, brushed his teeth, and then I took him to bed and gave him a bottle, and he went to sleep. But now he's just going to give you a little goodnight kiss, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, tell me what you liked about it, tell me what your kids eat, and check out our social media, and have a good night or day wherever you are. Bye guys!